The teachings of Mary Magdalene. Mary Magdalene was an extraordinary teacher. She surpassed the teachings of Jesus, the Christ, early on in her life. Yes, the teacher is the one who led Mary on her quest and awakening. But it was Mary who further taught the lessons of the Christ and would later start the first circle of Christianity. In my opinion, Mary Magdalene is the most beautiful-souled human being who ever walked this earth, mainly because she had no judgment within her. She had a way of breaking down even the evilest of human beings. She could reduce Hitler down to tears. She just had a way of forgiving you. She would forgive anyone, simply by reducing them to an age where they were last happy, or the last time they truly smiled, or their parents smiled at them. She shined on the just and the unjust. Mary's last name is not Magdalene. She received that name because of the town she came from, Magdala. Her parents owned the fishing town of Magdala. They were very wealthy. This is how the Christ campaign was funded. Her parents were good friends with Plato. Maybe this is where her wisdom came from. Mary Magdalene was not a prostitute. Not one time does the Bible state Mary was a prostitute. It was Pope Gregory IX who taught that Mary was a prostitute. The harlot they are talking about in the Bible is Mary of Bethany, Lazarus' sister. Back in the day, Jews would call people who did not pay their taxes harlots. Also, they were called streetwalkers. This is where the confusion came from. Just a few years ago, the Vatican publicly apologized for Gregory's mistake. So correct your pastors the next time they tell you this. The 7 demons that were cast from Mary. There were no demons at all. This is not what Jesus meant. What Jesus meant when he mentioned the demons was that Mary was completely devoid of the 7 deadly sins. Mary was absolutely pure. So in reality, she was completely the opposite of being a prostitute. This statement Jesus made to his apostles is what caused most of them to dislike Mary. And no, Mary did not wash Jesus' feet with her hair like some street worshipper. What was meant when this saying occurred was Mary crying over her awakening. She cried so much while kneeling that her tears soaked her hair. She was at Jesus' feet. That's what it meant. Mary got Jesus' feet wet with her hair. Tell your pastors to start understanding the Bible before they teach it to you. The main gift that stands out is Mary's teaching style. Mary tends to use ingredients in her teachings. Like Jesus using his surroundings to help explain his lessons, Mary used ingredients to make her lessons more understandable. Mary believed that gods and entities were nothing but ingredients created by man, created to make him superior or to look bigger. For example, Mary believed there was no such being as Satan. She said Satan was merely a disease made up of the following ingredients: hate, wrath, jealousy, lust, and vengeance. God is a complex made up of vengeance, jealousy, temptation, and wrath. He even states this himself.